Hey guys, what's up? My name is Star Levels Up and welcome to a game called Hustle Cat. I'm gonna be really honest with you guys. This is the fourth time I have tried to record this. I have seen almost the entire game because I had recorded somewhere around 11 episodes before realizing that none of the actual gameplay footage had been recorded. So, me and Hustle Cat ain't friends right now. I love this game. I want to play it just because I want you all to experience it with me, but I'm real mad right now. So we're going to try to play it again. I read on the internet that there was an issue with playing it in full screen and that might be the reason for it. So we have decided not to play it in full screen. Depending on how good I get with editing, you guys might be seeing it in full screen. If not, you'll probably just see like my banner background behind it or the Steam page for Hustle Cat behind it. But either way, we're going to start a new game. Yes. Now we are Avery Gray. We cannot change this fact. That's a set name. We can, however, pick our photo, and the one that always appeals the most to me is this one. We are a lady, so we go by she, her pronouns. And our address is pending because we're technically homeless. We don't actually have anywhere to live right now. Degrees, yeah, we're just real excited about degrees. Either we have a degree and we're real excited about it and we don't want to tell you what it is, or we don't actually have a degree, we just agree with the idea of degrees. We're just real excited about them in general. Like me, no, I don't have a degree, but yeah, good for you. And our skills are rest management, nutrition consumption, meme curation, and 12 words per minute. It says WPM, so unless that's some kind of internet slang for something else, Avery's a little bit slow. This is us, guys. This is us. We are Avery Gray. I think I fell asleep on the couch again. Little lasers of sunlight are zapping right onto my face from the middle of the curtains. I think they've been specifically aimed to burn out my eyes. What is it, like noon? Jeez. It's not my fault. This couch pulls you in like you're drowning in bread dough. My spine pops in loud protest as I swim free from my bread dough cushion trap. I'm gonna have to apologize to Aunt Wendy. I'm probably leaving a dent in the shape of my ass on her cushions. I'll probably have to apologize for a couple of things, actually. Yeah, like the state of this place. Look, there's a dirty sock on the table, empty pizza cardboard box, some soda cans everywhere, and so many dirty dishes. I could not live in this. Like, empty takeout box. The groceries haven't even been put up. It's a mess, girl. Okay, I know this looks bad, but it's almost not even my fault. I can't help that clutter is naturally drawn into my gravitational pull. That's just enabling yourself to be lazy. Just gonna say it. Honestly, it makes me feel a little bit more comfortable, you know? Like, I really live here instead of just like I'm couch surfing at my aunt's. Or like I'm living in a furniture catalog. Not that I'm ungrateful. Aunt Wendy is awesome to let me use her apartment while she's away. She helped talk Mom and Dad into letting me come all the way out to the city, too. She's pretty cool. I hear rustling behind me like fingernails on cardboard. It makes me pause for a second, but I jump up as I realize what it is. Hey, Mochi, knock it off. Mochi, the living trash bag disguised as a cat, stares up indignantly from inside the pizza box. He's trying to scrape some dried up cheese off the bottom again. His little mushed up face is probably trying to stare me down, but it's kinda hard to tell where he's looking with those crossed eyes. Mochi. Meow. I clap my hands a few times to break the stalemate. He jumps at the sound, then waddles back to the room in defeat. I guess since I'm up too, I might as well get to whatever I was gonna do today. I shuffle to the curtains and throw them open. My laptop is still sitting open on the coffee table. Oh, yeah. Job searching, I guess. That's what I was gonna do. I plop back down on the couch, already sinking back into the cushions, and take a look. Jeez, there are so many tabs here. Which one did I leave Greg's list open in again? Not that one. This one? Or this one? Maybe this one. Nah, that's just another cat video. I was up all night watching Jelly Donut, the cat who balances donuts on her head. I have no idea how you get a cat to do something like that. Guess that's why Mochi and I aren't internet famous. I find the tab and start scrolling through listings again. It's not like anything new has gone up since yesterday, I bet. Sidewalk cleaner intern. College credit only. Internet comments section proofreader. Fundraiser street team intern. Unpaid. Yeah, it's been like this all month. Can you really blame me for giving up and watching cat videos? Yes, I can. You need to find a job. I know this kind of thing is supposed to take time, but try telling that to Mom, Dad, or my savings. Any of those could send me back home at any time. And that's why you need a job. You can't keep procrastinating and just dwindling your savings and expecting it all to work out. And I really have to get this done before Aunt Wendy gets back. Just thinking about writing another cover letter is making my will to exist erode away. I'm gonna go for a walk. Okay, that's how you find a job. In this game it is, but it's not in real life. When I got here, I expected to be buried in noise from the city's traffic and crowds, but it's actually pretty quiet. The apartment is on a side street, far from the main street bustle. From here, the noises of the city are just a distant hum. It's comforting, like the buzz of an old tube TV. I'd have to walk like 20 minutes to get to the train from here, but I rarely leave the neighborhood, so it doesn't really matter. Still living a small town life in the city, I guess. Whatever. I get plenty of adventure in this neighborhood. I can just set out in any direction and find something new, even if I've been down that way before. Sure, I get lost a lot too, but that's half the fun, right? No, that's a good way of getting murdered or lost and hurt. Like, what if you fell and broke your ankle and nobody was there to see you? Also murdered! I turn a corner at the end of the block and head up a tiny side street I haven't tried yet. Neatly arranged trash cans lines the side of the road. I think I'm behind some stores right now. I'm expecting a dead end, but the road suddenly curves to the right. It looks too narrow for cars, but the faded white lines marking the middle seem to claim some brave drivers could try their luck. I decide to follow the sharp bend in the road. After I pass a tall partition, I'm surprised by what I see. A squat 3-story building, painted so ostentatiously bright it'd be impossible to miss, sits in front of me. A cat's paw? Is this a pet store or something? Maybe I can get a dumb toy for dumb Mochi. As I walk closer to the front doors of the building, I don't see the aisles of pet food I expected from the broad store windows. Instead, it looks like there are couches and tables in neatly arranged rows. Oh. So this is one of those pretentious restaurants with a pithy nonsense name, huh? I can feel my interest deflate and sink into my stomach. Just as I'm about to turn and continue walking, I notice the sign in the window that declares, "Now hiring, inquire within." I'm hardly dressed for a job inquiry, but I might as well give it a shot, right? I look to my right as I walk up to the door and see a little orange and white cat, lying belly up, sunning itself against the window. It doesn't seem terribly sanitary to have a cat in a restaurant, but whatever, I like cats. Bells tinkle delicately as I tug on the handle. The heavy door creaks open. This place is so classy, it feels fake. It looks like a game board exploded in here. Isn't that what the place was like in Wonderland? Like, with the cards and stuff? Is a purple cat gonna start talking to me? Though none of them are purple. Boy, there are a lot of cats. I think I can count at least 8 right off the bat. let's see. 1, we got a little smidgen of tail. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I actually count 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, definitely 10. They're all over the place, romping around the floor, sleeping on some of the built-in structures in the walls. I've barely had time to take it all in when I hear a voice call out to me. Welcome. Please sit wherever you like. I shuffle in place for a moment, at first unsure of where the voice came from, and then of unsure if I... Let me try that again. Then of whether I want to sit or if I want to keep this strictly business. Actually, I start as the source of the voice looms into view. He appears suddenly from the second-story landing and covers the length of the floor in a few long strides. You look confused. Is this your first time here? Would you like me to explain a bit about how the cafe works? I'll be happy to give you a tour. His eyes are gentle. He's one of those people who smiles with his entire body. It's positively infectious. Actually, I'm here about the job. No, we're not going to be mean to Landry. That's his name. Yeah, that sounds great. Oh, that's great. He bounds closer and towers over me in both stature and exuberance. It's a little strange that someone like this is working here because he's more like a big sheepdog puppy than what I'd think of as a cat person. My name's Landry. Just interrupt if you have any questions. You got it, Landry. I'm Avery. Well, Avery, to start, all of our cats are rescued strays. The owner brings them in for care and socialization. They seem really happy. Having strangers around doesn't seem to bother them at all. We do everything we can to make them comfortable. Many of them are up for adoption. We have a good match rate for our fosters. Over there is a wall of photos of some of our cats that have found happy homes. Oh, and proceeds from the cafe help pay for their care. The food is really good too. Our chef is amazing. I recommend the key lime pie personally. That all sounds really great. I bet you're really happy working here. Well, it's a lot of work, but I like to think it's all worth it. Actually, I saw you guys are hiring right now. Oh. His surprise freezes him for a split second. His broad smile immediately creeps back, but it's enough to pique my interest. We are. Did my explanation sell you that quickly? You seem really fun to work with, or I'm really good with cats. Well, he does seem very fun to work with, but we're also really good with cats. Well, I'm really good with cats. I've got a lot of practice with them since my cat's such a handful. I bet I could do a good job helping out. Well, that's a good start at least. There's more to this job than just playing with the cats, though. Of course, I just mean liking cats is definitely gonna help, right? It's definitely a job requirement. Okay. I'll get the owner and you can talk to him about it. Why don't you have a seat while I go see if he's available? Landry leads me to a seat on the plush couch that spans the length of the wall. I oblige, careful not to look too casual. I'm here on business after all. Do you like coffee? Would you like some? That would be great, thank you. Light and extra sweet, please. Same. He disappears through an open archway around the corner. A Siamese cat timidly peers at him as he goes, then at me with a wide-eyed, worried look. I give it an awkward smile and a nod before I realize I'm treating a cat like a stranger in an elevator. Landry reappears a moment later, carefully balancing a black and white saucer, which in turn balances a stout white ceramic mug. The tiny creamer almost disappears in his large hands. He gingerly places them in front of me, careful not to spill anything from either. I put a little bit of milk and sugar in there for you, but I brought some more if you don't like it. No, it looks perfect. Thank you. I'm glad to hear it. I think we drink our coffee the same way then, because I made it the way I like it. You have excellent taste. I take a careful sip of the coffee as I watch Landry take his long strides into the back of the cafe. He really covers a lot of ground. He's not even moving that quickly. It could use a little bit more milk, though. I guess I'm not good at being an adult yet. I don't like that it still tastes like coffee. Me either, man. I'm 25 years old and I still don't like coffee. I still don't drink coffee. I pour what should be a little splash of extra milk, but half the creamer's worth spills in. It almost overflows. I dive forward and gulp a mouthful from the side before I dare to lift the mug and drink like a civilized person. Sorry, that was pitiful. I'm just getting over a cold, so my voice is still a little bit wonky. You'll just have to bear with me. This cat's looking at me like it's offended by what I just did. What? Like a cat knows anything about coffee? Landry's gone long enough for me to nearly finish the mug. Just long enough for me to wonder where everybody else is. The Siamese cat's still staring at me. I'm just gonna ignore it and focus on my drink. Finally, Landry emerges from the back of the cafe, but he's not alone. This is Graves, the owner of the cafe. Graves, this is Avery. He looks like he should own a bookstore that insists it sells tomes, not books. Or maybe like he's about to try and sell you a crystal that'll balance your chakras. Or maybe this is what the owners of cat cafes look like. I've never seen... His eyes! They're two different colors. I can't focus on both of them at the same time. Which one am I supposed to look at? My attention is swallowed by his icy blue eye. Is he wearing a contact to complete his dark Renaissance look? I think it was his eye. Yes, it was this. Huh? He had the eye of a vulture. A pale blue eye with a film over it. Whenever it fell upon me, my blood ran cold. And so, by degrees, very gradually, I made up my mind to take the life of the old man, and thus rid myself of the eye forever. Excuse me? Telltale Heart, you were looking at my eye. Kids, didn't you read that in high school? Well, yeah, but faced in this social situation where I'm not thinking about that, it'd be kind of weird to start quoting it at me, don't you think? Iridis heterochromia. It is more common in cats than in humans. He's got this look, like he knows he just told a great joke, but there's no punchline anywhere that I can see. What a weirdo. I'm not sure I want to work for a guy like this. Then again, he hired someone as nice as Landry, so he's got at least some good taste hidden in there. Would I need to know that to get a job here? I just gave away the answer, so I let that one slide. Follow me. We'll talk on the second floor. Before he finishes the sentence, he's already 3 steps up the stairs into the balcony. I shake my head a little and follow him. After all, I really need a job. We make our way to the second floor balcony, which, except for us, is only occupied by those amazing looking cakes in a display case. I wonder if I can get a slice on my way out. Graves leans down over the balcony of the cafe and raises his voice to the people below. Or to the cats, I guess, since cats are the only things I can see from here. Hayes, will you get us some coffee? Is that the chef? I haven't seen anybody here besides him and Landry. Oh, I already had a cup. Is that going to stop you from another? You can't have enough coffee, especially when Hayes is the one making it. I don't think I met Hayes. You may have. You might not know it yet. Graves folds himself into the slender chair at the corner table. He pushes the opposite chair away with his foot, nudging it just enough to turn it towards me. Come on, sit down. Let's talk. You don't have to be so stiff. Interviews are boring. Make it interesting for the both of us. No pressure, huh? Graves sits with this sort of grim pomp, like he's sitting in a skull throne and a raven's going to land on his shoulder at any time. Maybe it's more like he's about to roll a die with a lot of sides. I bet he's a nerd. Hey! I feel really attacked right now. D&D makes you cool. I take the seat across from him. Just so you're aware, we aren't starting without coffee. But you've got some, my dude. You got it right there. I already had some. I don't need any more. You got some right there. Maybe we should start. Okay. You can talk, of course. I meant the interview. Okay. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice a tiny slip of a blonde man standing at the balcony entrance. Ah! I jump a little. When did he get here? I didn't hear anybody come up the stairs at all. Is this guy a ghost? Graves looks like the type to hire a ghost. He looks terrified by my shout. I think I scared him more than he scared me. Gingerly, he sets 2 mugs in front of Graves. Thank you, Hayes, but you should give Avery the other mug. He sounds like he's reminding a child to say thank you. Of course. Hayes glances up at me. Our eyes meet for a millisecond before he suddenly finds something very important to focus on downstairs. He pushes the cup toward me without looking back up. Thank you. Graves' ring clacks against the porcelain of the cup as he takes a drink. Perfect as always. I don't know what I did without your coffee. It's nothing special, really. He talks like it's the first time he's spoken today. Quiet and a little hoarse. And that's all the time I have left for this video. If you guys liked it, leave a like and a comment down below. Maybe subscribe and hit the bell so you can stay up to date with all my latest videos. And let me know what you think of the 3 characters we've met so far. Who's your favorite out of them all? Anyway, that's all the time we've got left, so thank you all for sticking with me, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.